Okay, I'm here with Ryder Leblonde, the winner of the 2025 Grinding Stone. Ryder, what does it mean to get your first Premier win here at Grinding Stone?
Man, honestly, probably the best ones you could get at because it's the gnarliest race. But yeah, it feels good to finally get it. Deep down, not even deep down, I'm just kind of bummed that Tristan wasn't here because it would have been cool to see how me and Will would have gone against him all weekend and me in the final. I felt like I had a good pace in the beginning, and I don't know, in my head I pictured that's how I wanted either way with no Tristan or just how it was today. So, but yeah, I felt good, get out front, and yeah, I managed like a 3-minute lead, 4-minute lead most of the race, and then literally with a lap to go, I messed up stairways so bad, like full on rookie move, like messed up twice, kind of really panicked, and yeah, let Will get close. We'll just say I did that on purpose to like make it better racing, but no, it was way too close for comfort, and I knew I had to clean everything because one mistake he would have been right on me. Like a minute out here is like a second everywhere else, pretty much. Like one mistake, it's bad. So, but yeah, I think we both rode our last lap like perfect. Might be our fastest lap of the race, and yeah, I think I pulled away a little bit. I knew I had more speed, so I wasn't like too worried, but I knew he saw me, which yeah, it's like putting a carrot in front of a rabbit. So, and he was riding good all weekend. I didn't have much for him in the qualifier. He was ripping, especially on the desert crossings. I don't know if you got that, but when we were side by side. Were you right behind us there?
When you hit the double, yes.
When we were side by side the whole time?
Yes.
Dude.
And then on the way out there, that double that you sent out of that, there's like a bull turn, you're like, "Brrrr," and you hit the double.
Yeah, I knew you were behind me there, so I had to do that. But yeah, those deserts were pretty fun. Will was willing to go faster there, but yeah, either way they were fun. So,
how hard was it, and what was the most challenging part about the day?
I don't know. I felt like it was pretty hard to. I locked in pretty early and stayed focused and just put my head down. But one mistake could change that, and that's what it did. Luckily, my mistake was towards the end, so that I only had to like manage that for a lap. But yeah, I stayed pretty focused the whole time, and that was the main thing, is just committing to everything and staying as clean as possible every lap on every obstacle. That was the biggest thing. And shout out to Will, because he was like 3 or 4 minutes the whole time, and he stayed focused, and it's really easy to give up at that point. He was riding good all weekend, and yeah, all the boys got there okay and survived, and hopefully Sicko Enduro's all right too.
Well, congratulations on your first Premier win, and we'll see you in Moab.
Yeah, we'll see you there.
Crikey, mate. What a ride all weekend, winning race 1 and race 2, and then runner-up in the final race. What does it mean for you to get second, and how was your race?
My goal for the weekend was to win every race. I nearly got there, but didn't quite get it done when it counted. But had a few issues, so I'm happy with second. My other goal was podium every round this year, so still didn't do it in Hawaii, but still did that today. Grinding Stone's gnarly, and it's beat me up probably every year, and a little bit this year for sure. So to come away second, bike is all good, worked well. No injuries because it's gnarly. There were some big drops that before the main race, actually, I text Jim, I'm like, I think we should take that out, like too dangerous. It's felt like hard enduro suspension and whatnot, but it worked well. But my joints are for sure copped a beating. But it was good. Fun whole weekend and couple weeks really, because we come here and ride and stuff, and it's a good event.
Is it a confidence builder for you to win both the races and then be able to put on a charge after a first lap crash and make up a lot of ground and have good clean lines?
Yeah, for sure. I think my mentality is every time we're on the track you race to win, right? Never used to, and then actually a couple years ago I was messing around in a qualifier, like yelling at Tristan and stuff, and then he got up me and said like, what the fuck? And so ever since then, every time on the track, try and win. The qualifiers are generally faster, right? So it's a bit easier for me. And then, but for sure it's confidence, but at the end of the day, it's the main race that counts, and it's a lot different, a lot more intense, a lot more technical. So we'll get there.
Well, the championship is just getting started. Good luck the rest of the year, Willie. You're the man.
Cheers, boys.
Mr. Cody Webb, third place on the day on the YZ 250. How was your day?
It was pretty good. I felt like the qualifier went pretty well. I was like, oh, those guys are charging. They can just go. And I was like on a Sunday trail ride out there, and got a nice lonely third, and I was fired up, ready to go for the main, and the kickstart got off to a really good start, and dude, Ryder just was hungry. He went for that. I was like, okay, you'll mess up. I'll follow you, and then he never did. So, honestly was pretty content, but like made a lot of big mistakes, and I think I'm still just trying to figure out, like I had a lot of motor work change from honestly I had changes from King of Motos to Hawaii, and I had a really drastic change. RK Tech was helping me out with my motors here, and I've only got like barely over a week on that, so I've only ridden it a couple times. You never really know until you race it, right? So really close now. It's the best I've ridden it, but still have a couple changes I can try and work on to get a little more bottom end. I'm still hurting there, so I'm for sure personally feel like I'm working way harder than those guys and having to rev more. So, I did the best I could. It was third place today, and I wouldn't say I'm happy about it, but I'm proud of what I've been able to accomplish with everything I've had going on. And hopefully now that I'm getting closer, I can actually like get on a training program again, because I've been working on bikes more than I'm riding them lately. So, I don't know. Hopefully it all pays off in the future. I don't know.
What does it mean for you and Yamaha Racing to get Yamaha's first hard enduro podium here in the States?
Yeah, like I said, I'm super proud of it. I'm not stoked on the result, but I'm proud of what I've been able to accomplish. And, they're helping me out, but it's still kind of pretty much on my own factory-supported program. So I texted them, and they said congratulations, and they already want to have a call with me Tuesday and see if they can help me out. So hopefully I get some more of them, but it's I'm so close. I just don't know how I'm going to get there. I got some changes to make, so we'll see.
Well, it seemed like you held it down pretty solid today and had a solid race. What was the hardest part about it, and what challenged you the most today?
Yeah, the hardest part was, riding, coming off the, Sherco and KTM before that, like the power delivery is just so much different. And you can look at the dyno and just like the way the power kicks on, it's so different on the, I've been battling a nasty flu on top of everything.
Brutal.
So it's more than just me eating shit yesterday and every it ended up not being a good weekend. I had a lot of confidence and it kind of just petered off. But so yeah, anyways, the hardest part for me was like trying to ride like I rode here last year, and I just couldn't get the bike to do what I wanted it to do. So I ended up just revving the piss out of it and using first more than I wanted to. You really don't want to use first here, but I had to use it in some sections, and I was ringing her out, but for sure putting in a new Recluse clutch after this race and move on to the next one.
Well, you're the man. Congrats on the podium and on to the next one.
Yes, sir.